Everyone,
Hi y'all, I'm Jeremy,
and I'm Davina,
and welcome to Whoosh Bang Pow.
and I'm finally back from visiting family, and we're gonna be watching Supergirl season finale. It's been very hard avoiding spoilers. Have you?
The only thing I saw was like a headline for an article, and I very quickly was like, nope.
Yeah, same. Well, more like I think I saw like a GIF, and I was like, ooh. Anyway, but before we do that, since it is the finale, I thought I would bring back Supercorp Puppet Theater, in which Eden Singer wrote another little fanfic for me to play out for you guys. So we will do that right now. Welcome back, everyone. We've got Supercorp Puppet Theater. Eden Singer wrote, Lena has a question for Supergirl. That's her fanfic. Lena is on her office balcony, wondering why Kara is taking so long to text her back. I wish I didn't have to bother Kara every time I need to see Supergirl. I wish there was a way I could contact her myself. Oh, I know. Ah! Supergirl, you saved my life. You really need to be more careful around balconies, Miss Luther. You keep falling off, like, a lot. I seem to have the worst luck. But Supergirl, now that you happen to be here, there's something I'd like to ask you. What is it, Miss Luther? Supergirl, will you marry me? What? She said with surprise in her voice for some reason. But this is a surprise. Oh, please. Clearly you haven't been paying attention. We have so much chemistry. Everyone says so. I don't know what you're talking about. Here, take a look at this. What is this? It's footage of us from my security cameras. Oh, are you biting your lip? I sure am. Oh my Rao, why I am looking at you like that. Why am I looking at you like that? Whoa! Oh, Rao! Oh, Rao! Why are we looking at each other like that? That's eye porn! That's blatant eye porn! Oh, my eyes! My X-ray vision eyes! Wow, it's true. How naive was I? I was the same. I go back and I watch and I'm like, oh yeah, now I can see it. That makes sense to me. I can see where that came from. Well, you certainly present a strong case, Miss Luther. And if we got married, we could run L Corp together. We could rebrand it into something truly groundbreaking. We could call it Supercorp. That is kind of, hot. Supergirl, when I think of you, I feel like I can taste sugar glazed donuts and smell flowers in my office. I've never cared about anyone more in my life. Well, except for one person. Was it Jack Spear? No, Kara Danvers. Oh. You don't think she'd mind us getting married, do you? Maybe I should give her a quick call just to check. Give me a minute. Oh, crap! Cat in a tree! Cat in a tree! Gotta go! Wait! What? But, Supergirl! You didn't give me an answer. Great. Now I have to text Kara again, so she can ask Supergirl to come back to my office. Or I could just... Ah! Okay. That was Supercorp Puppet Theater. I'm a little under the weather, and if the voices were going in and out, I apologize.
That was pretty good. I like that.
Did you? It's so iconic. It's so iconic. All right, thank you, Eden Singer. That's the finale for Supercorp Puppet Theater for this year. Try to keep a straight face. I didn't really read that before doing this.
But it was funny.
It was funny. I read it once, and then I read it the second time for you guys. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you like and want more of Supercorp Puppet Theater. Supercorp Fanfic Theater will be coming at you somewhat soon. Jess and I still have to get our schedules to match. We're both pretty busy. But we're going to try and do it next week to give you 3 more episodes in the coming weeks.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it for this. But we're going to be watching Supergirl right now. Interesting with the closed caption.
Jackson, it's Cat Grant. I've been away for a while.
Oh, Cat.
I'm back. You really thought you'd won.
She was gone for a minute. Now she's back at the jump off.
Right.
Oh goodness.
Always with the. Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Green kryptonite rained down from the skies.
Oh.
There's so many more ways to harm your kind.
What?
To simply weaken you.
Okay.
Kryptonite.
Whoa.
Your cousin is so much like you. Reckless, stupid, barreling headfirst into danger. I couldn't have set a better trap if I tried.
Stay away, Zod. Your carcass will lie dead at my
Ooh.
feet, Kal-El. And the people of this planet will kneel before me.
Interesting.
Listen to me. You're his mortal enemy, Supergirl. The person he fears most. You will take everything from him.
Okay, that's cool.
This time he will not hesitate. This time he will protect his planet. This time.
I'll stop you forever.
Whoa.
Oh.
By the way, Supergirl has been more powerful than Superman in the comics, from what I've read. So this should be interesting.
Oh fudge.
Kara.
Oh. 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 Wow. Okay. Damn. Still kind of waiting for them to use super speed. They never use that. Oh, yes! Finish him.
This is not
Uppercut.
injustice.
Uppercut. My god, it's Mortal Kombat. Superhero edition.
Actually, it's Injustice. That
Okay.
it already has a title.
Okay. Ooh. It's gonna leave a mark. Oh. Oh. Damn. Yes, Kara, Supergirl is more powerful than Superman. Good to know. Way to kick his ass. Oh. Oh. Wow. That was cool. Is it a dream?
Let's just stay here a little while longer, okay?
Would have to be.
She's dreaming.
Till tomorrow.
Maybe this whole season's been like Dallas and we've been dreaming too.
Yeah, you always wear this. It's beautiful.
It was just a dream.
It was my mother's. Yeah, she gave it to me the day I left Krypton.
Oh, Lena. Oh, she's
That
upset.
chessboard's been in the Luther family for generations. Did you come here to yell at me for not treating the family heirlooms with respect, or to blame me for what's happening outside? How could you let
What
that
are you
woman
yaying?
deceive you?
Sharon Leo.
Oh,
I
okay.
taught you to be a science for validation elsewhere, so much that I was willing to take it from the first mentor that offered it to me.
Oh, good point.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Are you?
I am, Lena.
Mm,
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 mm.
mm.
Yes.
Yes!
Okay.
I love Lynn.
I do too. I thought you were yesing Monel. I was like, really?
No.
You changed your
I was
heart.
guessing when yesing.
Sure, you probably don't remember me. One shot, President Genius of the DEO.
Oh,
Sexy buddy.
oh, man crush.
Yep.
Good.
I love you. Ah, it's okay. Gay.
Yeah.
Dax, something that Kelly wants.
Oh.
He must be a good guy. She want to be with you.
Oh my god.
God. You even have to have Superman say it too. I see through you, Riders. I see through you.
But to bring back to the previous point, for any of you who watched Teen Wolf, that now makes Win the Styles of the show.
Trampling everyone underfoot.
I just have to beat her, and I will.
Why not Superman? Isn't this his fight too? It's everyone's fight. But Kara just defeated me. She's the champion of Earth.
And it's her show.
Just saying.
Oh my god.
Yes!
Don't know if I'm gonna be strong enough to help them.
Don't worry. Everything will be fine.
Oh, I miss her. Oh.
Yay!
What?
Now wake up.
Wow. It's like True Love's kiss.
Yep. I see y'all pulling from Once Upon a
I
Time,
know, right?
Riders.
The early seasons.
Yes.
When it was good.
Oh, she's on
Oh,
Mars.
yeah, I said it.
She went
What
there.
happened here?
Punching out villains, and I, for one, do not want to watch some space invaders slay him with their lifesaver.
You mean lightsaber?
Yeah, and Darth Vader actually punches out the good guys. Oh, okay, whatever. I've never seen Star Wars. Oh, and
I'm not surprised by
where
that.
the hell have you been? No, you are.
Oh, we're back to Kira?
Here
Yeah.
as a reporter, and Supergirl. Fine deal. Then what do you think, Kira? Do you think Supergirl is ready for this? She told me she is. Well, great. Then I put all my chips on the girl of steel.
She knows.
Now, you go out there and you tell Supergirl that we are all rooting for her.
Sure thing. It's a good thing you was ready.
Those big green eyes. I promise you, when he takes off those glasses, he is a tiger in bed.
Mm.
Oh God, I hope Rhea kills me.
Hey, you're never gonna guess who wants to see us.
Lena? Hi, Lena.
Of course, the two of you would make an entrance. Unfortunately, this is her on her best behavior. So what did you want? And I think I can convert it to irradiate the atmosphere with lead rather than kryptonite.
Of
Just
course.
a trace amount harmless to humans. But the atmosphere would become toxic to Daxamites. The aliens would be forced to leave. Or stay and die.
Interesting.
All of them.
And they could never return.
Oh.
Even Rhea's son.
Oh.
No one have to leave Earth.
Oh!
Did you know he was dating Kara Danvers?
What? How do you not know she's Kara?
Start working.
Wait! No, don't do this to Lena. Don't make her stupid.
Lillian wanted.
Why?
Yes.
Lillian and Lena have a way.
The device that will see the Earth's atmosphere with lead. No Daxamite would survive on this planet.
Oh. No.
Except for Mon-El, right? Mon-El might be able to survive a little longer than the others. He's been exposed to our yellow sun for a few months. If it comes down to it, you use it. I won't be the reason this planet suffers.
No.
Or this
No,
show.
it's not going to come to that. I told you that it's not working, but I want to be
Just
very
coming
clear
out
about
with all of them.
something. We will not have to use that device. So, once you are disposed of, have your word that your forces will lay down arms, that the city, the nation, and the planet will be surrendered?
On my honor. And if I defeat you, your invasion ends. You leave. Once and for all.
Okay. It's Mortal Kombat. It really is.
For the Earth.
Round 1.
Round 1. Yes.
Oh.
Oh. What?
This
Oh.
little bitch.
Fighting dirty. What? Aw.
Destroying the city is not the answer. A city that's destroyed will need a new leader to rebuild it.
Okay.
You hero.
Why does she need to tell him that? Why wouldn't his first instinct be that? That's the problem.
Supergirl's handling Rhea. Right now, we need to have the people in that building. We
Yes, we.
tell my honor. It's over.
Why does this need to be said? Like,
Don't worry, I got your back.
ah, Sanders.
The show has a literalism problem.
I know. It's like, why can't they just do it? We don't need to be explained why they need to do it. Just do it.
The gift.
Oh my.
The show treats this audience as dumber than we need to be treated.
I know. I don't appreciate it. Oh!
Oh no!
What?
Because of your people, kryptonite poisoned my entire world.
Whoa.
Carried it across galaxies. It's a part of me now.
Oh!
So go ahead. Make me bleed.
Ah, fuck.
Oh!
This is the problem.
Shit.
Yes!
Oh, I love it! I do. I don't want them together, but come on.
I don't like you.
He's speaking for all of us.
Hang on, we can end this.
No, wait. No, you can't do that.
There's too much money on the wait.
No.
You said it worked.
Oh, it does. I just gave Supergirl the remote. Only she can turn it on.
Love you, Lena.
We should call the DEO. Get them to let Supergirl know it's ready if she needs it.
Sorry, not sorry.
It only took us all the way to the season finale to get anything like that.
He still never had a suit.
Nope. Maybe he'll have a suit by third act of next season.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh!
Damn.
Damn!
Oh my god.
Nice.
Kryptonian.
Oh no.
Man, you know, Catco could barely... Why are people even in Catco? That's what I want to know. Why? Okay.
Why are you not suited up?
No. Because remember, Jimmy didn't need to be a hero, like, in a suit. Jimmy's a hero by being Jimmy. Wow, they just keep coming. It's like,
Oh!
oh! Oh! She's really here! Oh! I love it. Oh! Shit.
Oh! Oh, she... Oh!
Oh, she brought
She's
back up! my god, I'm so happy right now.
This is my home.
Beat her ass. Oh.
I'm going to protect it. Doesn't matter if I live or die. We'll keep coming.
Onto every school, hospital, and municipal building in the city. They're gonna destroy everything.
Oh. I wish I could feel something. Wow. Wow, that was really fast.
Please. Save me.
You saved Father.
Oh. Whoa! Whoa! That was fast acting.
Okay, I've got you.
I mean, I really wish I could feel something.
There's something I need to say. Where do I go? I'm gonna be better because of you. Keep me in my heart. I promise I'm gonna be the man that you thought I could be.
Take this. This will keep you safe.
Okay.
I love you.
God, I really wish I could feel something.
I love you.
Okay. Okay. Let's go. Let's go.
Although we've come to the
I
end of the road, no, I can't let go.
It's unnatural. You belong to me. I belong to you.
People are gonna hate me. It's okay. It's all in fun. It's all in fun, people. I just wish I could feel something. I wish I could.
It sucks for her.
It does.
But the day is saved.
Lena.
Thanks to
Lena.
Lena.
Supergirl rising. No, I'm just kidding. But it feels like it.
As shields.
I have to get home. I'd like to think that if it came down to a choice between Lois and the world, but I don't think I could.
Yeah, I think we've
You
seen
are
him
so
do that.
much stronger than me.
Can't.
Stronger than
Can't.
I ever will
He
be.
can't.
Thank you.
Then again, I'm not gonna go out on a limb and say that.
Monel's no Lois.
Thank you.
Monel's no Lois. No. Feel bad for her. Oh,
Glad you're here.
Of
oh.
course I'm here.
You brought a horn.
But it turns out I'm not the only white Martian who regrets,
Oh.
disagrees, fights. There are a lot of us. We're trying to change things, make tomorrow better.
The old world and the new. How did you know to come?
Your mind cried out.
Oh.
I felt you fall away.
Oh.
That was actually her.
We didn't come out of a sense of duty.
Oh.
Yay.
Unfortunately, she has a show in the fall, and the actress won't be back. It's good to see her, though.
When I regretted a choice that changed my life. And then you forced your way into my home, wrapped your arms around me, and you said, I'm proud of you.
God, that scene
It
killed
sounded
me.
better at the time. It was something to hold on to. I am so proud of you. Do you want me to stay over tonight? I mean, I can be there as long as you need. No, go be with your girlfriend.
Oh.
I need to know you two are happy.
Can she at least
I
find
want to know
Lena?
about Lynn and Lyra, John and Gone, Clark and Lois. It's not like everybody else's world stopped. You don't have to act like it.
Aww.
Just
Be happy?
never let her go.
Oh.
Okay?
Please don't pull an Oliver.
God, please go visit Lena. Like,
She'll be okay.
oh, she's gonna go see Kat.
I hope so.
Oh.
Hey. I know the Danvers girls who don't break easy. Hearing me.
Whoa!
Excuse me. Seriously?
What?
Hear me. Please.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Claims responsibility for winning. Take it from a woman who has been married 4 times.
Really?
4. Well, it would have been 5, but I turned down Rob Lowe.
So brother and sisters. Reference?
This pain
Yep.
isn't gonna go away. Oh, well, that's what I said about childbirth. But it did.
Huh.
And it will. Now, things that makes women strong is that we have the guts to be vulnerable.
Yes.
We have the ability to feel the depths of our emotion, and we know that we will walk through it to the other side. And by the way, you have accomplished great things this year. Your articles, Slaver's Moon, Alien Registry, Alien Fight Club, it's all very powerful. And your
Aww.
prose, your prose is not bad. I mean, it's not great.
Huh.
It's not bad. You read them? I did. I did 2017, and they have Wi-Fi in the Himalayan mountains. But you, my dear, are on a hero's journey, like Joseph Campbell would say. There's something I forgot I had to do. I have to go. By all means. Thank you.
God, is Kat gonna be back in season 2?
Go get him, Supergirl.
Yeah.
Yay! Finally! Kara does a horrible job keeping her identity secret.
She does. I kind of take
I mean,
that
look,
to,
she's doing that out on the balcony where everyone can see her. Like,
yes. I kind of take it that the implication is supposed to be that she eventually realized it was just a ruse with Jean.
yeah.
She's not going to be so readily fooled.
I mean, I really wish I could feel something right now. Wait, what is that? Oops. What? Okay. Okay. Is it another baby?
Oh no.
Is it ready? It should survive the journey.
Oh fuck.
Where the,
Grow strong on her.
well, what?
Oh fuck.
And then it will rain.
How? Who raised it? What? Fuck. Okay.
So it looks like Supergirl season 3 is going to deal with Doomsday as a bad guy.
Oh, really? Is that what that was?
I'm going on a limb and saying that's
Okay.
Doomsday.
And then Mon-El drifted off somewhere in a black hole. or whatever that vortex was. I don't know what that was.
Probably a time vortex. He may actually be going to the time of the Legion. So
Okay.
we'll see what happens.
Let's see. Well, there was so much action in this episode. I mean, there was a lot of action. I'll give them that. It was hard
a
to.
lot of super people being thrown through shit. And
there were a lot of action sequences that were cool.
Yes. Hopefully, Catco gets a $2 million revamp and reconstruction, because
I think they're just going to move into a new building.
They're going to have to move into a new building because it looks like if you blow on it hard, it's going to topple over now.
Why were they even in the building? That's some serious structural damage. Why are there people in the building even at the end of the episode? Okay. I'm just going to spend my disbelief on that because you have no budget for another set.
Especially with all the special effects. Upside, nobody on the side of allies and heroes is dead.
Right. Right. And I guess the person that died was Mon-El's mom, which, I mean, it's just not, I mean, I'm kind of sad because she was a good villain.
She was a great villain.
But I feel like that's
the level of where they went, she kind of, it's that she needed to go.
Grade?
I'll give it a, it's hard. Because I really liked a lot of the action.
Mm-hmm.
I loved getting Magan back.
Right.
I loved having Magan's storyline show fruit.
Right. Resolution.
But at the same, and the episode really focused on Supergirl and how everybody else related to Supergirl. So for that,
they should get props. That's what we've been wanting.
So I want to give it like about an A. And what detracts from it being an A+, it is what it is. We are the channel that we are. It is what it is. We get the whole resolution of the Mon-El coming into herodom.
Right. Well,
but for us,
was it much of a resolution? He had the one fight sequence,
he had the basically flat out giving the look to Supergirl of you have to do it. So owning that in sacrificing what they had to save everybody.
Yeah.
So
you kind of saw that he was going to be a martyr.
Yeah. However, it's kind of cheap at this point because, unfortunately, compared to everybody who really likes him, he hasn't shown enough throughout this season that he's been that level of hero throughout the season.
Yeah.
He got there this episode, greater good.
Right.
Hopefully that gets to propel him to a place where he can be heroic for next season and we can see true heroism.
Right.
But I don't feel that we got that for that character for the majority of this season. Right. And haters can hate, but that's how I feel.
Right.
I kind of feel like we do need to slightly touch on the one thing that because we've made this comment before. It's nothing against Chris Wood. He's a very handsome dude, and I'm sure he was great on previous role. But the way they wrote this character is shoddy. The same thing I say, I love me some Macabre Brooks. Eggs on True Blood was everything, and I was so mad when his character got killed off. But the way they've done James's arc over this season was not a fan of it. So that's all I'm saying.
Right.
I was not a fan of the way they handled Mon-El. No discredit to him. He's beautiful, and I'm sure he's been great with other stuff, and he's done the best they even with the material. Doesn't help if the material isn't executed well. Yeah.
Okay. So
anyway, your grade.
I'm gonna give it an A. And the reason it doesn't get an A+ is a lot of what you said. But the fact that they still cannot get all of the Scooby Gang to work as one unit during the show. Like, everyone's still in their own little storylines, which, if you kind of look at other shows, when they get to the finale, the entire team bands together. And it was really hard to do in this episode, obviously, because they're aliens and they're ships and, they all can't fight together in one area. But I do feel like they still were not, it wasn't congealed enough. So that's one of the reasons. The other reason is I really wish I could have felt something in those scenes with Mon-El and Supergirl. And I think I would have had they actually developed that into a realistic love relationship. Like, emotionally, I never really could get invested because it never felt genuine. It always felt forced on us. Even Superman needed to tell us that Mon-El's a good guy, that he was, it's just this thing that the writers have done, and it is the writing, it's not the actors. It's not their fault. They're acting what's written. But
if
it's
had
just
been
hard.
Written differently throughout the season,
Right.
Us having this payoff at the end would actually make us be like, oh.
I'll make a comparison. When, spoiler alert, I'm going to do a spoiler for Orphan Black. When Delphine was shot and Cosima found out about that scene tore me the F up. Like, because their whole relationship was fully realized, you were invested in it, it felt real.
And it was at a kind of rocky place at the time that it happened, so you felt this unfulfilled, like, no, we want them to get fixed back together.
Right, because there was a lot of potential and there was a lot of chemistry. Willow and Tara and Buffy.
When Tara gets shot,
fuck, that scene.
I was done.
I was
like, are you...
Yes.
Joss, I hate your fucking guts.
So, for me, it's hard to invest in Supergirl and Mon-El emotionally. Emotionally. It was hard for me to invest in Mon-El and Supergirl emotionally because the relationship never really felt fully realized. You saw it. That's the thing. You kind of saw it and you were told this is how you should feel about these two. These two were in love. Kara said she loved him. Did I actually believe that? I don't really think I did believe it. Melissa's a great actress. She sold it as much as she could, but because it was so up and down all season and they never really connected, in my opinion, and it always just felt forced, I couldn't cry. Like, I couldn't even get emotionally invested. I'm sorry I made it comical towards the end with singing, but I just couldn't.
It's the cardinal rule of storytelling. Show and not tell.
Right.
You didn't start the season showing us what you actually intended the development to be. Right. So our reaction can't help but to be what it is.
He was a man boy, and I feel like he's still in this last episode, he's a man boy. Like, I just hope that he comes back, because he's going to come back season 3, and we'll have enough time away from him, and he'll come back, and they'll write him in a way, and give him a way to come back where we'll actually root for him. I'm kind of hoping that they do not put him and Kara together again, that there is a little bit of a break, that emotionally they kind of detach, and maybe find their way back, if that's the way it's supposed to be. Like, let's find a better way for these two, and for us to root for them, because I never rooted for them. It was so hard to root for them, because it was so pushed on us, and it made a lot of characters act out of character. It took time away from so many other plot lines and characters. Jimmy, Sanvers. Sanvers in this episode.
Yeah.
That was okay. Also, it got an A because this episode felt a bit rushed in places with a lot of characters, and that was because they are not gelled as Scooby Gang and they do not go as one.
Because other shows of this type build, this would be the
they're not very tight.
Family tight together, wrapping up situation, and it's still disjointed.
Right. So anyway, that was another reason I give it an A. Is it did feel rushed. And my main example is Sanvers.
Speaking of rushed.
Like, if we could... Okay, we started off the season very hopeful with... I commend them with that outing, with the whole, like, realization of Alex's sexuality, and that was great. Oh my god, if you could have seen us reacting to those episodes, I was crying, I was bawling, I was rooting for her. And then it kind of devolved into this stereotype of relationship. It never really got anything more than surface. We never really saw them intimately connecting, and I don't even mean a love scene. They hardly ever really emotionally connected. Even in Alex, I love that show, that episode, but it was so far into the season, it was hard to really cry because they hadn't developed. Again, I'm gonna use Kofi as an example. Even though Kofi was not a main, that was not a main relationship, the way they wrote it and the way they portrayed that relationship, you easily got connected to both those characters.
Same with Tara and Willow.
Yeah, and they didn't have a lot of screen time. But for some reason, they just got mismanaged, in my opinion, Sanvers. And so, for them to be this stereotypical, Alex is asking Maggie to marry her, and I should be happy about that, but just feels
way too.
It feels fast, and it's like, damn, could you be any more stereotypical with the U-Haul?
Yes,
we're trying to avoid cliches, and they threw every cliche this season at us. Every cliche, every trope, every cliche.
That's so rushed all the way around because one, they've only been dating since mid-season.
Right.
Two, this is only the first relationship that Alex has been in. They haven't had their ups and downs. They haven't really had actual legitimate, just fight for drama type arguments to really understand and know each other. And now we're proposing.
Yeah, I should be happy, but I'm not. I'm like, that just feels rushed. It feels like they were really trying to give us, as a queer audience, something. And that's not how you give it to us.
It's not legitimate.
I want that moment to be so, it should be evident that should be the next step. And when it happens, I should be like, yes. But when that happened, I'm like, what? That's, again, it goes back into this teenage drama, soapy stuff.
It gives me throwback to, just to compare another show, it gives me throwback to when both Rachel Finn proposal and Blaine Kurt proposal the first time in Glee.
Yeah.
You're still fucking teenagers and you're only just getting ready to come out of high school.
But it did make sense. They were teenagers, and teenagers do
do stuff. And at least in their case, though, they were dating longer than Sanvers has been dating.
Right. I don't know. Okay, so the whole season as a whole gets a C for me. A lot of the reason it gets a C is because of this stuff, this uneven writing of, they give us moments of greatness. Okay, goodness. They give us moments of goodness. And then they give us stuff like this that just comes down to tropes and cliches. And we as an audience deserve better. Why not? Why do we not deserve better?
I have to give it 2 grades overall then. In the sense of, from acting standpoint, and from some of the great, because they did give us some greatness this season.
No, the actors are great. Don't. So
I give it a B for that overall.
Don't put words in my mouth. I'm not grading.
No, I know
the acting. The actors can't. The acting was awesome. They did what they did with the storylines. It was the way they developed these storylines and the way they developed these characters and these story arcs.
Development and didn't have development.
The story arcs, and the way the storytelling is a C for me.
Yeah.
Because we deserve better. I feel like because it's 2017. There are shows that have shown us that it can be better, and it can be better.
There are shows on the CW that have shown us that it can be better.
Anyway, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I'm not giving the actors a C. Do not put words in my mouth.
Sorry.
It's the season as a whole.
But the season, especially when we're talking about directing, writing, the way that the story has been told, because this is just, I'd give it a C too, because it's too much inconsistency. Give her show back.
Right.
There should have been no reason, if you're going to introduce a character that's going to be a love interest, that storyline shouldn't completely overtake the show. And then on top of that, the character overtook the show, but didn't become the best character out of the show for it. With that whole storyline, pretty much everything that ended up developing because of all the stuff we'd had before either made Kara look stronger at that point in time for having to deal with it and try and help him through it, or made his mom look like even more of a badass villain, which kudos to Terry Hatcher. Because she didn't come in until like the last, 5-6 episodes, but damn.
Yeah, man, did she chew up the scenery, and we loved watching it.
Yes.
But yeah, it just, and the thing is they've decided to tell in season 2 these, and I don't know, I don't know if they did it in season 1, maybe it didn't feel as evident when I was watching it, but they really have made each episode kind of its singular theme, and everything needs to be said in one episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that also hurt it a little bit. But I mean, I hope that it gets better. Supercorp, Lena and, well, just not Supercorp, but just Lena.
Lena was great.
Yeah, Lena gets an A.
Lena gets an A for the season.
Lena gets an A.
Come on, Lena voice.
Lena gets an A for the season. Did I do it?
You did good.
Yeah, Lena gets an A for the season because she was the one bright spot. They did this is why I get so frustrated. I don't understand how they get Magan and Lena right, and Magan and Jean's storyline right, and then
Which
the
was
other
so
parts.
Amazing. I loved
right,
Jean
and then they
Magan's
wrapped it
story.
up in a nice little bow, and I'm so happy that we got that little closure because I had forgotten about it. I had already like kind of resolved to like never see her again. I'm like, okay, we're just never gonna see her
And then
again.
they're like, surprise!
I know, it was awesome.
So yeah, I loved that.
So bright spots. Lena and Magan.
Yes.
I don't understand. How can they write these characters well, or the storylines well, but they can't do that for the other characters? It's a head scratcher. I can't understand it.
This then actually adds a question because, and
even the villains were better written.
True, but this has kind of occurred to me, and I feel like this show is going to have a problem if they can't fix this problem. So I really think for the next season, the show does need to do a better job of developing, particularly in a show with a female lead, and that is at least started to be more of a feminist series. They need to do a better job of developing male protagonists in such a way that they actually come across as supportive and not douchey or just ineffective, or just because there are times that not just Monel, there are times that James and Wynn just come off as completely ineffective.
Yeah, yes,
which is not cool.
I agree with you. There is that problem, and that's another thing that frustrated me is the writers. God, can you write the stories for the characters and not write the characters into the stories? Can we try? Like, can we please?
Because that's what it does feel like.
That's the disconnect, is you write these characters to fit this storyline, or whatever you need wherever you need the plot to go, wherever you need the characters to go, and it's
instead of having the story organically come out of the characters.
Or just let the story develop the characters and develop where we're going to be going. It's just so hard to invest when the characters seem to change, or they disappear, or they're just not there. It's just so uneven. Mm-hmm. But yes, that's frustrating that the writers now, let's make her feminist towards the end of the season, when they hadn't done that all year, and they made her the love interest, and it kind of still ended as her being all sad and heartbroken. But it's frustrating.
This is completely removed from any, shippage of Supercorp or anything else, but it seems like, especially for a good pocket of the season, she lost her own agency,
She lost herself.
She lost herself, and you shouldn't lose yourself when you're with, when you're with somebody that you love. They should be able. You definitely, build each other for sure, but at the same time, you don't lose your sense of of self at the same time.
Yeah, it's really ironic that you say that because Supergirl Kara lost herself, and the show lost itself in the process. I mean, the show lost itself in the process by trying to give us. It's funny because I think the creator Andrew Kreisberg, or the showrunner, one of the executive producers, his main goal was who is Kara, or who's Kara this season?
Yeah.
And the answer was a love interest.
Yeah.
I mean, if that was your question that you wanted to answer and explore in season 2, that is not anything resembling what you guys are trying to do in season 1, which was make a female empowerment show.
Which
I mean, if your whole thing was like, let's explore Kara and find out who she is, she's ultimately a woman that decided to let a man take over her life and do everything she could to make the man better, and acquiesce.
Basically.
I don't think that's another reason I think a lot of people were not happy.
No, because first season, despite what some people felt, and some people don't feel as strong, I actually really enjoyed Kara with James, but I can also see where a lot of people were. And,
it was like the chemistry wasn't there.
So you have that, but I mean, it didn't exactly improve it with this, and that's unfortunate considering they're actually together in real life, but that's neither here nor there. The point I'm trying to make is the really unfortunate thing is, that said, how they wrote the first season, James still had his own agency, Kara still had her own agency, despite the fact that there was actual mutual crushing with the two of them. They still didn't lose sight of career building, both as hero and actually at the time assistant, and career building in photography and leading a department, and as well as being an ally to Kara. They didn't lose those parts of themselves, and those parts were frequently shown, mentioned, etc. And Kara still had the majority of the main plot going, but as the fact that she was Supergirl, James functioned as sorry.
Gotta help me with your hand.
Sorry. Black person talking with hands. Sorry. But seriously.
Italians do it too.
Well, but he was the love interest to her show.
Right.
As opposed to what we got this season, where she became the love interest to the Monel show, but the show is Supergirl.
Right. It went off the rails.
It went off the rails to that. And again, if you disagree, we're going to have to agree to disagree.
Yeah.
That's at least my feelings on it.
No, I mean, I agree. Anyway, what I was going to try and say about Lena was, I hope in season 3 we continue on with this arc, because she obviously has saved the city with her science. So I think I might be in the minority. Well, I think we're in the minority, because I feel like there are a lot of people that do want her to be a bad guy. But I don't. I hope they don't. I hope they end up. I hope she does end up being White Knight. They didn't really clear that up. Other than no, they didn't really clear that up. But I hope she is White Knight.
Because you have people that are like, and we saw somebody had posted like, yeah, she's gonna be evil. She's a Luthor. The Shields and the Luthors don't get along. Number one, this is not the first series to have this situation happen, and which makes me feel happy to see it done in a different way, because if you recall, Tess Mercer from Smallville is the previous version of this character, who was kind of flip-flopping between being villain and anti-hero for her initial seasons, and then crossed over into being full-fledged anti-hero, then ally, and full-fledged hero by the end of the series. And she turned out to actually be Lutessa Lena Luthor. So, proof that a Luthor can actually not go full dark side. The character has actually seesawed back and forth in the comics as well. So, quite frankly, it's totally doable to have the same situation happen here. We don't need all the Luthors to be evil. We've already got Lex, apparently, he's already in jail. Lillian already, and who knows what'll happen with Lionel, because apparently he's dead, but y'all know how comic book shows work. He could be alive secretly somewhere, and after Lillian dies, surprise daddy shows up.
Which, by the way, Lillian still wanted, and yet she was walking around free as Bert. But I digress. I'm going to suspend my disbelief on that
but
one.
It's true. But they were too busy with the
aliens.
aliens.
They were too busy with the aliens to really bother with Lillian.
Right.
I mean, okay.
Sorry.
So if you like this video, please like us. And please subscribe.
Comment below.
Stay tuned for Winona Earp and Orphan Black in the summer. We will be reacting to that, hopefully, if all goes well. We've had a great time watching Supergirl despite all the frustration. Mm-hmm. Thank you for sharing this with us. We've reached over 800 subscribers.
Yes. Thank you guys. Thank you for everybody who comes back to watch and comment and watch us be silly together. To rejoice with us. Just rant with us.
Anyway, so yes, thank you for that. Also, we are planning on doing the other links that people have been sending us. Yes. We've got them all together. We will be doing it eventually. But that's it for now.
Yes, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Everyone.
Hi, y'all. I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Davina.
And welcome to Whoosh Bang Pow.
And I'm finally back from visiting family, and we're going to be watching Supergirl season finale. It's been very hard avoiding spoilers, have you?
Yes, the only thing I saw was like a headline for an article, and I very quickly was like, nope.
Yeah, same. Well, more like I think I saw like a GIF, and I was like, ooh, Anyway, but before we do that, since it is the finale, I thought I would bring back Supercorp Puppet Theater, in which Eden Singer wrote another little fanfic for me to play out for you guys. So we will do that right now. Welcome back, everyone. We've got Supercorp Puppet Theater. Eden Singer wrote, Lena has a question for Supergirl. Mm-hmm. That's her fanfic. Lena is on her office balcony, wondering why Kara is taking so long to text her back. I wish I didn't have to bother Kara every time I need to see Supergirl. I wish there was a way I could contact her myself. Oh, I know. Supergirl, you saved my life. You really need to be more careful around balconies, Miss Luthor. You keep falling off, like, a lot. I seem to have the worst luck. But Supergirl, now that you happen to be here, there's something I'd like to ask you. What is it, Miss Luthor? Supergirl, will you marry me? What? She said with surprise in her voice for some reason. But this is a surprise. Oh, please. Clearly you haven't been paying attention. We have so much chemistry. Everyone says so. I don't know what you're talking about. Here, take a look at this. What is this? It's footage of us from my security cameras. Oh, are you biting your lip? I sure am. Oh my Rao, why I am looking at you like that. Why am I looking at you like that? Whoa, oh Rao, why are we looking at each other like that? That's eye porn. That's blatant eye porn. Oh, my eyes, my X-ray vision eyes. Wow, it's true. How naive was I? I was the same. I mean, I go back and I watch and I'm like, oh yeah, Now I can see it. That makes sense to me. I can see where that came from. Well, you certainly present a strong case, Miss Luther. And if we got married, we could run L Corp together. We could rebrand it into something truly groundbreaking. We could call it Supercorp. That is kind of, hot. Supergirl, when I think of you, I feel like I can taste sugar glazed donuts and smell flowers in my office. I've never cared about anyone more in my life. Well, except for one person. Was it Jack Spear? No, Cara Danvers. Oh. You don't think she'd mind us getting married, do you? Maybe I should give her a quick call just to check. Give me a minute. Oh, crap! Cat, Grant, and Tree! Cat and a tree! Gotta go! Wait! What? But, Supergirl! You didn't give me an answer. Great. Now I have to text Kara again, so she can ask Supergirl to come back to my office. Or I could just... Ah! Okay. That was Supercorp Puppet Theater. I'm a little under the weather, and if the voices were going in and out, I apologize.
That was pretty good. I like that.
Did you? It's so iconic. It's so iconic. All right, thank you, Eden Singer. That's the finale for Supercorp Puppet Theater for this year. Try to keep a straight face. I didn't really read that before doing this.
But it was funny.
It was funny. I read it once, and then I read it the second time for you guys. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you like and want more of Supercorp Puppet Theater. Supercorp Fanfic Theater will be coming at you somewhat soon. Jess and I still have to get our schedules to match. We're both pretty busy. But we're going to try and do it next week to give you 3 more episodes in the coming weeks. Anyway, that's it for this. But we're going to be watching Supergirl right now. Interesting with the closed caption.
Jackson, it's Cat Grant. I've been away for a while.
Oh, Cat.
I'm back. You really thought you'd won.
She was gone for a minute. Now she's back at the jump off.
Right?
Oh, goodness.
Always with the...
My planet.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Green kryptonite rained down from the skies.
Oh.
There's so many more ways to harm your kind.
What?
To simply weaken you.
Okay.
Kryptonite.
Whoa.
Your cousin is so much like you. Reckless, stupid, barreling headfirst into danger. I couldn't have set a better trap if I tried.
Stay away, Zod.
Your kindness will lie dead at my
Ooh.
feet, Kal-El. And the people of this planet will kneel before me.
Interesting.
Listen to me. You're his mortal enemy, Supergirl. The person he fears most. You will take everything from him.
Okay, that's cool.
This time he will not hesitate. This time he will protect his planet. This time.
I'll stop you forever.
Whoa.
Oh.
By the way, Supergirl has been more powerful than Superman in the comics, from what I've read. So this should be interesting.
Oh, fudge.
Oh. 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 Damn. Still kind of waiting for them to use super speed. They never use that. Oh, yes! Finish him.
This is not
Uppercut.
injustice.
Uppercut. My god, it's Mortal Kombat. Superhero edition.
Actually, it's Injustice. That
Okay.
it already has a title.
Okay. Ooh. It's gonna leave a mark. Oh. Oh. Damn. Yes, Kara, Supergirl is more powerful than Superman. Good to know. Way to kick his ass. Oh. Oh. Wow. That was cool. It's a dream?
Let's just stay here a little while longer, okay?
Would have to be.
She's dreaming.
Till tomorrow.
Maybe this whole season's been like Dallas and we've been dreaming too.
Yeah, you always wear this. It's beautiful.
It was just a dream.
It was my mother's. Yeah, she gave it to me the day I left Good Time.
Oh, Lena. Oh, she's
That
upset.
chessboard's been in the Luther family for generations. Did you come here to yell at me for not treating the family heirlooms with respect, or to blame me for what's happening outside? How could you let
What
that
are you
woman
yaying?
deceive you?
Sharon Leo.
Oh,
I
okay.
taught you to be a scientist for validation elsewhere, so much that I was willing to take it from the first mentor that offered it to me.
Oh, good point.
I'm
Yep.
sorry.
Are you?
I am, Lena.
Mm,
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 mm.
mm.
Yes.
Yes. I love when.
I do too. I thought you were yesing Monel. I was like, really?
No.
You changed your
I was
heart.
guessing when yesing.
I'm sure you probably don't remember me. One shot, President James to the DEO.
Oh,
Sexy buddy.
oh, man crush.
Yep.
Good.
I love you. Ah, it's okay. Gay.
Yeah.
Back some of the Kelly ones.
Oh.
He must be a good guy. She wouldn't be with you.
Oh my God. Oh,
You even have to
Jesus.
have Superman say it too. I see through you, Riders. I see through you.
But to bring back to the previous point, for any of you who watch Teen Wolf, that now makes Win the Styles of the show.
Trampling everyone underfoot.
I just have to beat her, and I will.
Why not Superman? Isn't this his fight too?
It's everyone's fight. But Kara just defeated me. She's the champion of Earth.
And it's her show.
Just saying.
Oh my God!
Yes!
Yay!
Don't know if I'm gonna be strong enough to help them.
Don't worry. Everything will be fine.
Oh, I miss her. Oh!
Yay!
What?
Now wake up.
Wow. It's like True Love's Kiss.
Yeah. I see y'all pulling from Once Upon a
I
Time,
know, right?
writers.
The early seasons.
Yes.
When it was good.
She's on
Oh,
Mars.
yeah, I said it.
She went
What
there.
happened here?
Punching out villains, and I, for one, do not want to watch some space invaders slay him with their lifesaver.
You mean lightsaber?
Yeah, and Darth Vader actually punches out the good guys.
Oh, okay, whatever. I've never seen Star Wars. Oh, and
I'm not surprised by
where
that.
the hell have you been? No. You are.
Oh, we're back to Kira?
Here
Yeah.
as a reporter, and Supergirl. Fine deal. Then what do you think, Kira? Do you think Supergirl is ready for this?
She told me she is.
Well, great. Then I put all my chips on the Girl of Steel.
She knows.
Now, you go out there and you tell Supergirl that we are all rooting for her.
Sure thing. It's a good thing you was ready.
Those big green eyes. I promise you, when he takes off those glasses, he is a tiger in bed.
Mm.
Oh God, I hope Rhea kills me.
Hey, you're never gonna guess who wants to see us.
Lena? Hi, Lena.
Of course, the two of you would make an entrance. Unfortunately, this is her on her best behavior. So what did you want? And I think I can convert it to irradiate the atmosphere with lead rather than kryptonite.
Of course.
Just a trace amount harmless to humans. But the atmosphere would become toxic to Daxamites. The aliens would be forced to leave. Or stay and die.
Interesting.
All of them.
And they could never return.
Oh.
Even Rhea's son.
Oh.
And I would have to leave Earth.
Oh!
Did you know he was dating Kara Danvers?
What? How do you not know she's Kara?
Start working.
Wait! No, don't do this to Lena. Don't make her stupid.
Lillian wanted.
Why?
Yes.
Lillian and Lena have a way.
The device that will seed the Earth's atmosphere with lead. No Daxamite would survive on this planet.
Oh. No.
Except for Mon-El, right? Mon-El might be able to survive a little longer than the others. He's been exposed to our yellow sun for a few months. If it comes down to it, you use it. I won't be the reason this planet suffers.
No.
Or this
No,
show.
it's not going to come to that. I told you it was still working, but I want to be
Just
very
coming
clear
out
about
with all of them.
something. We will not have to use that device.
So, once you are disposed of, have your word that your forces will lay down arms, that the city, the nation, and the planet will be surrendered?
On my honor. And if I defeat you, your invasion ends. You leave. Once and for all.
Okay. It's Mortal Kombat. It really is.
For the Earth.
Round one.
Round one. Yes.
Oh.
Oh. What?
This
Oh.
son of a bitch.
Fighting dirty. What? Aw.
To the Takamori. Destroying the city is not the answer.
A city that's destroyed will need a new leader to rebuild it.
Okay.
Be a hero.
Why does she need to tell him that? Why wouldn't his first instinct be that? That's the problem.
Supergirl's handling Rhea. Right now, we need to help the people in that building. We
Yes, we.
tell my honor. It's all right.
Why does this need to be said? Like,